they're just chilling, having a good time. And then he comes out and he's like, I don't want to eat your stuff, opium woman. You make drugs. I don't want to eat your stuff. And then I was like, you know what? He's kind of being a dick, but I understand.
He's acting like you.
Yeah, he is acting like me.
You were literally just saying.
You're acting just like me.
You're like, she's not innocent. She plays a part.
Right. She's like, I killed lots of people, but it's just because I want to possibly know if my family is still alive. There's a level of selfishness there. And she don't want to die herself.
Yeah.
There's a level of selfishness. I would say she's not completely innocent in this. She's not like a damsel in distress, right?
Yeah.
Did you see how she was acting? Like, she's ready to run. She's lying.
Yeah, but she didn't even want to say that she was doing that. That's how bad she felt, though. She didn't want to let them know, like, she's creating the opium.
Yeah.
And then she just broke down.
Because she knows how bad what she's been doing, though.
Yeah. She's part of this.
Like, she's definitely not innocent. And you know what? Near the end of the episode, I feel like she also shows that she knows she's not innocent. But he's basically like, I don't want to eat anything from you. Like, you killed my friend, basically. Even though she didn't kill his friend.
This is a good discussion. So, like, obviously both people play a part, like the drug dealer and the drug user, right?
Right.
Who do you feel is more at blame for, let's say, an overdose, if an overdose happens?
I would say the dealer. Well, I guess it depends. It depends. Okay, so it's not that black and white, because let's say someone is like a consistent drug user, like they use heroin a ton, and they didn't necessarily use more than they usually use, but this one had fentanyl in it, and they died.
No. So I'm saying, like, it's not laced. Like, it's the drug. It's the actual drug. Like, it's not like they're giving them something that's new or different that's going to cause them to death. Like, it's the same thing I've been giving you, or the same thing I've been dealing to you. I didn't add anything extra or nothing like that. It's just the same. You just did too much. You just did too much, yeah, and you die.
If you just did too much, then I'd say it's the user's fault. But
she did increase the potency, so maybe he got the same amount. But since it's the new spider variation, that's what caused him to overdose and die.
And he didn't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
But you can overdose without overdosing, if that makes sense. Can you? I guess the overdose is when you take too much and you die, right? But I'm pretty sure people have been on the line of like, oh, okay, you're doing a lot of drugs right now, but you didn't die. But like you get what I'm saying? Like, the probability, the level of you with life and death is like on a thin line. So if you keep reaching that threshold, right, eventually your body's going to be like, this is too much. You know what I'm saying? Even though you've been doing the same amount repeatedly. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, is it really an overdose, or is it just like your body can't take it anymore? Like, obviously it's still classified as an overdose because, like, that's the definition, is like you took too much drugs and you died. But you get what I'm saying?
I think I get what you're saying. I think it depends on the drug. Like, are you saying, like, I know people can take heroin for like years.
Right,
and not necessarily die.
Right, and then one day it's like, all right, same amount, but your body is just like, dude, like, I can't do it no more, and then they just die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure that can happen.
So would that still? I mean, technically it's an overdose, but would you consider that a true overdose? Like, you didn't do anything, you haven't been.
I would say that more as like your body just giving up.
Right.
More than
that's
anything.
what I'm saying. Like, if that's the situation, who's in the fault for that? I mean, you shouldn't be doing drugs anyway. Let's be real. So I feel like the drug user, obviously the drug dealer is like the enabler. Like, they're giving you the drugs, but at the end of the day, you came for me for this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not forcing you to take this. Like, I don't know.
Both are at fault, and like, I don't know. It's hard to say which one I guess is more at fault per se. Like, you are selling something that you know that someone is addicted to and could kill them.
Right.
And is bad for them and can destabilize their life and destabilize communities and so forth. And you, as a person who are doing the drugs, you know that you can be addicted to this, and this can mess up your life and mess up your community. And you're also helping someone mess up your own life and your community, possibly, because you're giving them money to continue to do the thing they're doing.
Right.
So I have a hard time saying who is more at fault. I think both people are at fault. Like, the person who's doing the drugs, I don't think they're a bad person. I think I would sooner call the person dealing them to be a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're actually like I see the person who's doing the drugs as more of a victim than the person that's selling the drugs, if that makes sense.
Okay. I see. For me, it's like, I can't call you a victim because you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have free will. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, I don't consider you a bad person. Like you're saying, I wouldn't consider that person a bad person. But I can't say you're a victim.
I would say maybe you're a victim of addiction.
Yeah, but like, you created that addiction.
Yeah. I guess it's also a debate of, is it...
I think
that
both
I'm
are
just
bad. Like,
addicted to drugs, or is it that the drug is very addictive?
Like,
and like
the
on
drug
like
can
a
be very
like a
like
what's it called?
physically, like a physiological level. Like,
Yeah.
it literally, your body becomes dependent on it. Yeah, that is. Yeah. That can happen. That happens. You know, with drugs. Drugs make you a physical dependence, and then you can't because your body needs it. Now, that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, the drug dealer is bad because you're dealing a substance that's, you know, is definitely addictive. But a lot of people, I mean, in this day and age, it's a little bit different because there's more, you know, information out there about drugs and how addictive they can be. So like, now it's different. Back then, I would definitely say you're a victim. Like, they're just like, hey, try this new drug, you know, like,
Right.
hey, is this thing, you know, like, just try it out. They didn't know it was literally giving them a physical, you know, addiction, and their
Like you
body
see, like
needs it.
in like Snowfall, like when they first
Yeah,
like made crack
yeah.
and gave it out, like no one knew.
Nobody
how
knew it
bad
was gonna
would
be that. Yeah. But now, like, I'm saying, like, now in today's age, if you get hooked on drugs, bro, like, and you're like our age or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of a choice.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like if you choose,
like, even
to do
like with
heroin,
cigarettes, like when I see people smoking cigarettes at our age, I'm like, all right, bro, like,
You're
like,
nuts.
what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
But vaping and Juuls and stuff, that's a new cigarette.
But still, like, that, I'm saying, like, even those, but they have the same research and evidence on those, like how those aren't, you know, safe and aren't good for you.
Yeah.
And
But when they,
so, like,
but think about this: when they first came out,
people thought it was a safe alternative.
Like I remember when they first started popping up, like around, I was like, I don't know, like 15, maybe 14, 15, 16.
E-cigarettes.
And my
That's
friends,
what they are, e-cigarettes.
Yeah, but like my friends had but they made them like cool and like fun, and they had like colors and different flavors and stuff, and like my friends were just casually using them, and I used it like 2 or 3 times, just like hanging out, just like, oh, it's nothing, it's just like water vapor or whatever it is. And like now tons of people from that age are like dependent on it, like they're still using them.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man.
Every
For me,
generation
it's
has
like,
their thing.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess. The
But
thing
if you
with, like,
use
vape,
heroin or coke in this day and age, like, you know what you're signing up for.
yeah. I still think Juuls and stuff. I still feel like if you were using a Juul, like, come on, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing?
That's how I feel too, but they really be like dependent on them.
I know. I'm saying they have a addiction to it, like, now. But I'm still saying, like, I can't say you're a victim of addiction. Like, why are you using a Juul? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Like, I don't know.
Why
It's
are
not
you
something
vaping?
I can understand. And these stores keep popping up too. Like, there's a bunch of them. They keep King Vapor, Vapor World, Smoke World. Like, they keep popping up, giant flashy signs on all day, and people be buying that stuff. It's a big market. I don't get it, just because I've never had like an addiction like that. Like, I could never be addicted to like drinking or smoking or anything.
Yeah, same.
Like that.
Same.
Like, part of me, I just don't enjoy it that much, and I couldn't see myself being dependent on it. I feel like a lot of people that get addicted to things have other stuff going on in their lives.
Yeah, and they use it as a coping mechanism.
Right.
To escape.
So, like,
reality.
I'll drink because I'm having a bad time or a bad year, and then it just becomes a habit whenever I'm feeling bad.
The moderate, man.
What did Madara say?
You cannot escape this reality, or something like that. He said something like that. You know, his whole speech.
Yeah. You cannot escape this reality.
So yeah, man. I don't know, man. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with like using drugs safely. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not affecting other people, but I can't call you a victim though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something bad happens because you're using a drug, I can't. Especially in this day and age. Back then, yeah, for sure, you didn't know any better. But now that the research is there and the stuff is there for you to know, and you still do it, it's kind of like, what? You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Yeah.
Like, people that still smoke, like, when I see people smoking cigarettes, I think that's crazy. Like,
if you're older and you smoke cigarettes, it's like, whatever. You got that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a physical and a, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're addicted, you have a nicotine addiction, right? So you have to fight that. And obviously addiction is hard to like beat. But like, if you're our age or younger and you're smoking cigarettes, bro, like, did you see freaking, Obama's daughter smoking cigarette. I'm like, what is
I've
going
seen that
on?
before. Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why are you? And this is the funniest tweet ever. They're like, her mom ended up taking all the unhealthy foods out the freaking cafeteria, and she over here smoking cigarettes. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy.
People ain't perfect. And you know, Obama, he smoked cigarettes for a long time.
But he's an old dude. Like older people, it's like.
Yeah, you would think they would be like, ew, Dad, like that smells terrible.
Yeah, they used to say cigarettes were healthy for you. Like they used to promote them. Like, yeah, smoke a cigarette, stay away from the doctor. That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane. But if you look at old advertisements and stuff, they used to say cigarettes were healthy for you.
Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah,
we got totally off topic. I mean,
it's
not
fine.
really. We're talking about opium.
Yeah, we're talking about drugs.
Yeah.
So yeah.